What is up, YouTube? This is Zachary Unluffy from Card Openings, and I'm gonna be doing a Q&A video, question and answer. So, I just did, I asked everyone on Instagram if they got questions for me, and people commented down below. So, yeah, and guys, that was pretty fun. So I'm probably gonna do some more Q&A. So, follow me. My Instagram's at TradingCardCollector29. No spaces, no underscores, no periods, no anything. Just TradingCardCollector29. So if you guys want to go check that out. So yeah. But anyway, let's start off with, I got 5 questions that I'm doing. So, first question by at Believe in Buffalo. Follow him. That's how you spell it and everything. There's believe_in_Buffalo asked, who are the best wide receivers in the 2015-2016 season in my opinion? So, I have my book right here that I wrote down because I always forget if I do that, so I'm just going to read them off. I have them in my book, and I'll explain why. So anyway, starting off at number 10, Mr. Doug Baldwin. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Seahawks fan. I think Doug Baldwin did good at the middle of the season, but at the start, he really didn't get the ball much, didn't do much, and at the end, he did pretty good. He did okay. He had some good games and some bad games. So yeah, Baldwin at number 10. I'm not putting him at number 1 or anything, because that's just, he's not the number 1. Alright, anyway, number 9, Allen Robinson. That kid's good. That's all I'm going to say. That kid's good. I'm sure his stuff has raised in price this year for his cards because he had a breakout season this year, and Bortles found ways to connect with him, so I was impressed with Allen Robinson. So anyway, number 8, Jarvis Landry. Boy, did you see that one-handed catch he had? That was so awesome, that one-handed catch. I loved that. But he had a good season, got a lot of fantasy points. I actually did this off of my fantasy season, so that's why. But anyway, yeah, Jarvis Landry. And number 7, A.J. Green. He had a great season this year. I was impressed with him this year. I mean, some games he didn't impress me, like he dropped some balls in some games, but everyone does that. I mean, and that's why he's only at my number 7, but still pretty good. At least he's in my top 10. Anyway, number 6, Demaryius Thomas. I know he didn't do that great this year. He did pretty good things, but I mean, he won the Super Bowl. You got to give the guy credit, and he's the number 1 receiver for them, so obviously he didn't do anything wrong. I mean, his defense is obviously good, but you got to have pretty good weapons to at least make it to the playoffs, win the Super Bowl. So yeah. Number 5, DeAndre Hopkins. My dad had him in fantasy this year. He was so good, DeAndre. So yeah, I mean, he was pretty much consistent. He had like 2 games where he was injured and didn't even play, but other than that, he was good. Number 4, Odell Beckham Jr. He did good too, but he has attitude, and he got suspended for a few games, so that was kind of bad, but other than that, pretty good. But he had a great season when he played. I had Eli in fantasy, and that was his number 1 guy. He would go to him every time, pretty much. That Dwayne Harris guy's pretty good, but anyway, I need to hurry. There's already 3 minutes going. Number 3, Brandon Marshall. I say Brandon Marshall because he only had Ryan Fitzpatrick as his quarterback, and Ryan Fitzpatrick ain't the greatest. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about him, but he's not like a Peyton. Well, I guess Peyton Manning didn't do great, but he's not like a Tom Brady or like you know how Gronkowski has Tom Brady, or like most good receivers have good quarterbacks. So yeah. Number 2, Julio Jones. No one can say that that's a bad choice. Julio Jones at number 2, because my number 1's obviously going to be the best. But number 2 is Julio because, I mean, he had a great season again, but doesn't he always have a good season? I mean, that's nothing surprised. Number 1, Antonio Brown. You can't argue with me with that. He did the best this year. He was so good. I mean, I can't even. He's consistent every year. If you have him in fantasy, you're gonna win it all pretty much. But yeah. So, thank you for that question, Believe in Buffalo. Go give him a follow on Instagram. So, yeah. Okay, at Low End Cards. Who is better, Josh Norman or OBJ? That's kind of funny because they got in a fight, and that's what got OBJ suspended. I don't know if they suspended Norman. I'm pretty sure they did, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, go give Low End Cards a follow. That's how you spell it. No spaces, no underscores, no periods. Just a Z at the end, not an S. So, anyway, I think Odell Beckham's better because obviously, I saw that game, and Josh Norman did defend OBJ right or good. I'll admit, but OBJ is consistent, and I mean he was just off of his game. Every receiver has a bad game, so yeah, I think OBJ is better. Thank you for that question. Go give him a follow as well. Okay, from @NickHobie. Go give Nick. Well, it's Nick_Hobie. Please go give him a follow. He asks so many questions, but I don't want to take from other people, so I only I answered 2 of his questions. But please go give him a follow. He was so generous to do that. So this question is, what was the best advice I could give to new collectors? So anyway, guys, I think that my number 1 advice for new collectors is save your money, please. Save your money. Now, I have no room to talk there. I'll get like $2 and spend it on the $2 packs or anything, but right now I have $5 and I'm trying to save up for TTM stamps right now and get my better collection, because I really love TTMs. That's honestly my favorite thing about collecting, because you're turning a base card into an autograph, which is awesome, and you get to interact with the players, so it's really cool. But yeah, my number 1 advice, if you really are looking for a great card or anything, save your money, please. I mean, you can even get some good cards for $4, but, like, don't buy those $2 packs like I do sometimes. I mean, it's dumb, but I'm trying not to. I'm working hard. But, yeah. So, thank you. Go give Nick. It's Nick_Hobie. And he also has a YouTube, too. I think it's just Nick Hobie, but it might be Nick_Hobie. But, anyway, okay, I have 2 more questions, and then I'm done. Okay, @Cornell Cards. This is how you spell it. I know that, because I searched it up. It says, why do I PC who I do? Good question. Thank you for asking that. But, I PC Sean Mannion because, he played for the Beavers, and I live in Oregon, so kind of like for the Blazers, I live in Oregon, and the Blazers are doing good this year. They got potential. That's why I PC them. The Seahawks, I live near them too, actually, and I just interact with them. I've always been a fan since I was a little baby and everything else, so my dad's got me into liking the Seahawks, so I PC them, of course. I would collect them if they're my favorite team. And then Sean Mannion, I already said, I watched him for the Beavers, and man, he's got an NFL prototypical style, and I think that he's going to be good, because the Rams don't have crap at quarterback. I mean, they have horrible quarterbacks every year, and I think he could be the one to do it. And the reason he didn't play that much this year is because he didn't, they're trying to get him to learn the system before they play him. So I think he has a chance. Why would they draft him if he doesn't have a chance? So anyway, last question. @Nick_Hobie again. Please give him a follow. I chose 2 of them, like I said. My marker was kind of dying out a little bit, but as you can see. But it says, how old were you when you started basketball? I was in 4th grade when I started basketball. I'm in 8th grade right now, and I'm almost in high school. 8th grade is middle school for me. Some people it's high school, I think. But anyway, and I'm in 8th grade, and I started in 4th grade, and I'm 13 right now. So I was this year I'm 13. Last year I was 12. The other year I was 11. The other year I was 10. That's 5th grade. And 9. So I'd be 9 years old when I started playing basketball. 9 years old. So yeah, guys. 4th grade, 9 years old for basketball. Thank you for the question, Nick Hobie. Anyway, guys, please give all those people a follow that asked me questions. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that Q&A, and I might be doing more in the future. Peace out, guys, and thank you.